Okay, hello everyone. Hello YouTube. I'm recording this after the fact. I wanted to look at the extras and explain some of my choices. Okay, so this we can go back through like our stats. Very cool. Art of Dispatch. Okay. Okay. Oh, so we've got like some concept art and stuff. That's cool. Ooh. This is very cool. Okay, that's a lot though, so I'm not gonna take you through all of it. I'm just kind of glancing at what there is. We've got the comics and stuff. That's really cool. So what I popped on here to explain was two things. One is that I had a friend ask me after the fact, after the stream, why I don't like Invisigal. And then I've also had some changes in, not changes really, but like I've thought more about the option I chose to kill Shroud. And I wanted to kind of explain both of those. So feel free to, leave if you don't want to hear that. But so why I didn't like Vizzy is because she's like, I don't know how old she is actually, but I've heard that she's like late 20s. So I'm assuming like 26 to 29, basically. And she acts like an angsty 15-year-old, in my opinion. This is my opinion. If you like the character, no hate to you, obviously. I'm glad that you can like this character. That's awesome. I'm just explaining my opinion because I mentioned in the game several times that I did not like Invisigal. I also don't like how many times it feels like the game expects you to just give her another chance. It feels like the whole way I was playing that game, it was constantly like, oh, Vizzy can do whatever. We know you're gonna give her another chance. We know you're gonna let her back in. We know you're gonna do this. Like it almost felt like she was supposed to be the main character when you're like literally playing the main character. And then she's not even the most interesting teammate in my opinion. Like I would have liked to see other people's backstories a little more. Like Punch Up made a deal with like a witch or something. I'm like, that's fascinating. Like I want to know how that went down, how he got his powers, and where the heck's Malevola from. Like there's just more interesting people than Invisigal, in my opinion. And I also didn't like how selfish she was throughout the game. I have autism, if you couldn't tell. And a lot of people with autism, we have this like really strong sense of justice. And mine manifests specifically in when I think people are being selfish. I get really like, I that's not right. Like I have to fix this. Like things have to be fair. You have to be, giving, not giving, but not selfish. Like it has to be fair. And I really don't like when things aren't fair and when people are being selfish. And I felt like a lot throughout the game that was kind of like triggered in me, was like that she's being selfish. She's she's making mistakes, which is cool and fine and good. A lot of them did, but she was the only one from what I can remember really getting other people hurt and making other people pay for her mistakes, which I really didn't. That like really made me not like her. Was that she got Chase hurt and she got other people hurt, and she locked my boy in a freaking sensory deprivation tank that we then filled with water. I wasn't happy about that. And I actually was kind of predisposed to liking her. Not by the time I started my playthrough, but whenever I was learning about the game, my sister said that she really didn't like Invisigal that much. And I don't know if her opinions changed since then, but I was like, really? She seems like a really cool character. I love her design. She looks really awesome. And then I'm like, oh, she's supposed to be late 20s? She does not look late 20s. She looks 20, like at the oldest, maybe 20, like 3. Like she looks really really young and she acts really really young, and she I don't know, she just felt like a very immature selfish character that just kind of expected you, the game just expected you to give infinite chances to. That was just my feelings and my read on it, and that's all my opinion. But I did want to explain it since I did have a friend ask me after the game like, hey, I never quite caught the answer on stream. Why don't you like Vizzy? So that's the answer to that. Secondly was my decision to kill Shroud. Nobody asked me about this, it was just my choice to explain it. But whenever I killed Shroud and did my little one-liner, I was torn on that decision. Like in the 5 seconds leading up to it, like as it was ticking down, I was like, oh man, I really want Robert to choose. I don't want to choose for him because this is like gonna be a lasting decision with like an impact on him and all of that. And I mostly chose to kill Shroud because I don't know, it felt like the quote-unquote right choice would be to let him live, and I felt like all of the stuff we've done to help reform these villains and all of the things that we've done like leading up to this point, teaching people good and teaching people not to kill and teaching people this stuff, it's my turn to be the villain. It's my turn to do a little bad. Like, I've done so much for this team. I've done so much for these people. I've done everything right. I've gone out of my way to try and like make give Vizzy every chance, even doing choices that I didn't think I was gonna do. Like, I deserve this one thing where I get to be the bad guy, and it'll all just work out. You know, like this is my one. Like, this guy, the entire game, I've been trying to kill him. He killed my dad. He messed with my dog. He almost got Chase killed. He almost got Vizzy killed. You know, he give the city a health bar, an entire city a health bar. Which, what the heck? Very evil. I'd heard that he's broken out of prison before, and that it's unlikely he'll, you know, be fine if you put him back in prison. So that was like going into the decision in like that split, like couple seconds you have to think it over. That was what I was thinking. Or like kind of feeling, I guess, not really thinking. I was kind of thinking, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. I thought this would be easy and it's not. Yeah, but then, oh gosh, I've lost my train of thought. Very, very cool game again. But I just want to kind of explain those choices. I also saw, this was the train of thought that I lost. I saw a post that said basically like, if you spare Shroud, he laughs in your face and is like, I knew you would do that or something. And I'm like, okay, I regret killing him exactly 0 now. I am actually against the death penalty as well, which maybe not to get into that in the YouTube video, but I just think killing people is bad and wrong. But I still killed Shroud. And I mean, he's a video game character, but I just, that should show how strongly I feel about that. That it's like, yeah, you know, he's, not only did he kill our dad, right? He also saved the same gun with 1 last bullet in it to kill us with 2, which, like, that's next level, like, hater moves, you know? So I just wasn't, I felt like it was time for him. He's a little far gone to really be, like, sorted out at that point. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video, especially if you've listened to my ramblings at the end, or if you were here when we were live. Thank you. If you feel like subscribing, if you like this video, you want to give a like, if you have any thoughts to share in the comments below, I would love if you did any of those things. And yeah, I will catch you next time. We'll see where the games take me, but I hope you have a great night. Bye, YouTube.